So yeah, you can tell this has been in my collection forever, and I'm just getting around to reviewing it. But what's going on my frag heads and said heads? The champ is here, and I'm about to tell you what's fragging. So of course, my name is Cedric, but you can call me Ceddy Said, and welcome to Reviews from the Six. Today we are doing a review on Tre Nuit by Armaf. So if you're new to the page, what I do is I give you a quick little presentation. I tell you what it smells like to me. Then I tell you the notes that are in this fragrance, what they put in here, or what they say it's supposed to smell like. Then I tell you about the longevity, which is how long it lasts. And then I tell you about the projection, which is how far someone can smell it off you, or how far it can radiate, or if it does radiate at all. And then, of course, the occasions I would wear, the seasons I would wear, and then a little bit of story time. Yes, at the end, I'm going to bore you with some story time on the when, what, whys, and, you know, all that good stuff when it comes to the fragrance. So first things first, right? I told you I was going to show you a brief presentation. Here you are. So it is huge. I will say that it is a space eater. Now, I do have a few dents in this bad boy. I've had this for a while now. Like, a lot of people say the blue fragrances are like your beginner fragrances. Now, the bottle is blue. I don't know if I would categorize it as a blue fragrance, but a lot of people say that it's a green fragrance and that it's a clone. We'll get into that further though. But yeah, so to me, it almost looks like a belt, right? Because look, it's a buckle and then the meat's there, but you have no looms on it. It is a space eater, but as you can see, since I had it for a while, I put a nice little dent in that. Nice little dent in that bad boy. That's how much I like it though. Now, again, we're going to get into the smell, which we're doing right now. And I already told you guys that they said that people will say that it reminds them of green Irish tweed, or, you know, from Creed, or it smells like aspen, which I've done a review on. If you haven't seen that yet, check that out too. Or they would say that it smells like cool water. To me, they smell similar, but in my honest opinion, owning a lot of fragrances, everything smells the same after a while, and there's only like a few nuances that makes each fragrance different from each other anyways. And this is one of those fragrances, like, yes, you can say it smells like those fragrances, but it's more of the floral version. So to me, it is sweet. You're going to get the sweetness, right? Off top, you're going to get sweetness. I'll be surprised if you get anything else. Like, if you don't know what cool water is, or if you haven't smelled green Irish tweed, you're not going to sit there and say that it's green Irish tweed. You're going to say it smells fresh, clean, and sweet. Or, like I tell everyone, they're going to say it smells like Irish Springs. That's the closest thing to me that it smells like than the other ones. Like, yeah, you can say green Irish Springs is a tweed or whatever you got to say, then say what you got to say, right? I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, to me, it smells more like that than it smells like a clone of anything else. It is green. It is sweet. It is a bit citrusy, but to me, it's very floral. Like, I think that's one thing that separates it from those other fragrances, is that this is a floral fragrance. Not too many people will say that it is. I don't know if a lot of people know that it is a floral fragrance, but it's a floral fragrance in my opinion. Like, yeah, it does give you that fresh scent. Like I said, it smells more of a soap, more of a laundry detergent with sweetness added to it. It's very cheap. It's very affordable, you know, but Armaf is a clone house. So I see why a lot of people say that it is a clone or a knockoff of those fragrances. But I don't know. Maybe they did, and they're like, yo, it smells like that, but we use different ingredients. I'm just telling you what it smells like to my nose. However, according to Fragrantica, the holy Bible of Fragcom, the top notes are going to be lemon, verbena, iris, and lemon. Middle notes are going to be lavender, violet, spicy notes. Base notes, ambergris, and sandalwood. So, like I said, to me, it's floral. I definitely smell the lavender. I definitely smell the violet. The iris, one thing about the fragrance community, they like to say iris smells very powdery, like lipstick. If that's the case, I do not smell that at all in this fragrance. If anything, at most, you're going to pick up the lavender and the violet out of everything. I promise you. Yeah, of course. It is reminiscent of green Irish tweed. Yeah, you can compare it to those other fragrances. But to me, that's what separates this from those though. And then on top of that, I would, and I'm going a little ahead of myself, but the name itself, Tre Nuit pour homme, I believe it's like for the night or man at night or something along those lines. I could be totally wrong, but I honestly think that's what it is though, and that's what it's meant. Yeah, they're saying that's what it smells like. Of course, like you're gonna get the top notes of the lemon, and I think that's where you get that fresh zestiness from, right? Now, fresh and clean are two separate scents to me when it comes to like scent DNA. Like when I smell lavender and violet, I think clean. I think laundry detergent. I think like clean clothes. I think like linen. That's what I think, because a lot of those products have that as the main ingredient in it. When it comes to the spicy notes, I don't know. I don't really get spicy notes. I guess you can say it is spicier than the other fragrances. I will say that, than the other two fragrances I keep mentioning. It is spicier than those. I will say that. Sandalwood, ambergris, can I say it's woody? No. But I will say when it dries down and it dies down, you kind of get a simplistic scent. I'll be totally honest with you though. You're going to get the same scent from the top notes throughout the entire fragrance. Now, usually, you know, you can pick out the bottom notes. Usually it's woods or something sweet. In this case, it just sticks all the way through. And in the end, as crazy as it sounds, it gets a bit watery. Like it becomes faint and it becomes like a bit watery or sweaty. Like, I don't know. You smell more of your skin than anything. I don't know. I'm just me sharing my opinion, y'all. That's just what I think. Now, of course, when it comes to things like the longevity of it, right? To me, it really doesn't last long. You have to reapply it. But when you reapply it, it becomes very like a sickening sweet. It almost smells like a chemical in a way. So be careful reapplying this. Like I think too much of this, it's going to smell like a cleaning product almost. And you're going to be like, nah, I don't want none of that, bro. You know what I mean? So be careful how much you apply, because I know you want it to last all day, all long, all night. But just be careful with it. Just remember, it is more fresh than anything, so it's not going to last very long. The sweetness, you're going to get through the entire fragrance of it. So just remember that. And that's why I'm telling you, be careful reapplying it, because the sweetness is always going to be there. And the sweetness isn't like an organic sweetness. I don't know. To me, it's almost like people like to say synthetic sweetness, right? Like it's a chemical sweetness. So if you apply too much of this in the same spot, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit too much there. When it comes to the projection of it, I will say that I've had to apply it, had to spray a couple more sprays than normal because I wanted people to smell it, if that makes sense. So when I first got it, I wore it. No one could smell it. Like I was fishing for compliments or fishing for people to smell it on me, right? And then one day I went to a graduation and I just hit myself up, man. I mean, everywhere and anywhere you can think of, I was just hitting myself up, man. My clothes, every orifice on my body, man. I was hitting myself up. And as we were walking, now keep in mind, it is like 108 degrees in Phoenix summers. So as we're walking to the graduation, they're like, ooh, somebody smells good. And I was like, what did it smell like? And they're like, I don't know. They walked by me and they was like, oh, it's you. And I was like, yeah. So I have gotten a compliment from it. But like I said, I sprayed a whole lot and I was in the heat. So, you know, I would say that attributed to the projection that day. But I've had to go heavy on this just because after I fished for those compliments, you know, I was like, I might as well go heavy on it so people can smell me. But it's totally on you. Like I said, that kind of deletes the purpose of it being called Tre Nuit. I believe it is a date night fragrance, which you can wear, which we'll get into. I think we can jump right into now, right? Because we just got done with that. So the occasions I would wear it. So it says Tre Nuit, which means man of the night or night of man or something like that. And pour homme means man, I believe. So with that being said, man of night, man at night, whatever it may be, you should wear it then. It's for those occasions. And I would. Like, I do feel like this is one of those sweet fragrances, fresh out the shower. We all know how women love things to smell fresh and sweet. I know the fragrance community will say women love sweet stuff. They really don't. Not on me, at least. Like on me, everything that's fresh and clean, they love. And this is one of those where it got a compliment. And because of the longevity and projection, like this is great too. Like I said, if somebody's coming over and you just want to hit yourself a couple times, smell good, boom, boom, cool. Definitely layer it with green Irish or with Irish Spring. Layer it with that, you know, Get the body wash, get the soap, boom, boom, lather up real good, jump out of the shower, fresh out, hit it, layer it. You're going to be Gucci, man. But it is something somebody can snuggle up with because you're going to smell good. The sweetness is going to be there. The floral, you will hear women say they don't like floral, but it's not a heavy floral scent. Like, it's not a masculine floral. Like, it's not like that. You know, it's not like you're smelling gas or anything. You know what I mean? But it just does its job, man. So I would wear it in those occasions. I have worn it to work. It have worked in the work atmosphere, but I had to reapply it. And then that's where like that sweet sickening synthetic smell hit me because I was at work. So, but yeah, you can definitely wear this to work. You can wear it during the day if you want to. Like, but here's the thing. I would wear this during the day in like spring and winter or fall and winter. And then during the night, spring and summer, I would wear this at night. Fall and winter, I would wear this in the morning. I'll put it like that. Like, this is more of a date night fragrance for, you know, night or for summer. And then, yeah, daytime fragrance for winter. That's how I look at it. But if you wore this in winter, yeah, you're going to want to go heavy. But yeah, with that being said, I'm just glad you made it this far. You might as well hit that subscribe button, become tribe. Also, leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Do you pair it with any fragrance? Sorry about that. I turned my mic off. Also, make sure you hit the like button so YouTube can keep showing you content like this of your boy. And then make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date. Hit the share button. Share it with any and all social media platforms, especially someone you think this would be beneficial for. With that being said, peace, love, and blessings.